A little bit of three-body problem news today as Netflix releases two cast members joining for season 2. But the real interesting part of this is trying to guess who these characters are playing. Will they be new characters altogether, or are they characters from the books with different names? And we'll get into that in this video. The first to be announced is Claudia Dumit, who is an Australian actress best known for her role as Victoria Newman in Prime Video's The Boys. And she is officially playing the role of Captain Van Ryn. According to what's on Netflix.com, Captain Van Ryn is described as a woman in her 40s and a badass military leader who is also physically fit and great at her job. There's also no mention of her returning in season 3, which makes me think she might be taking over the role of Dongfan Yanchu, who is the captain of the ship Natural Selection. If you need a refresher on this character, I'll explain further, but please be aware of spoilers here. You have been warned. So like I mentioned earlier, Dongfan Yanchu is the captain of the Natural Selection, one of Earth's warships in the Dark Forest. She's taller than average, most likely from time living in zero gravity. During a scan to find people secretly planning to abandon Earth, the term in the books is called escapists, she's removed from command. Zhang Beihai, who most viewers assume is the character Raj Varma in the show, takes over the ship and escapes. And in the end, Dongfan can't stop him. And after Earth's fleet is destroyed in the Doomsday Battle, Dongfan and her crew realize there aren't enough supplies for all 5 ships to survive. They start thinking about attacking the other ships to take their fuel and supplies. It's a horrible idea, but they're afraid the other ships are thinking the same thing. And the book calls it the chain of suspicion. No one knows who will shoot first, so everyone thinks maybe they should. Dongfan decides to go through with the first strike, but before they can do it, Natural Selection is hit by another ship, Ultimate Law, and everyone on board is killed. So a few things here. If this is Dongfan Yanchu, we can go ahead and assume the Doomsday Battle, the Droplet, and the Mental Seal are all happening, which honestly I'm very excited about. Lastly, I find the name change to Van Ryn interesting because Nicholas Van Ryn is the name of a character in Paul Anderson's Technic Civilization series, a hard sci-fi space opera, so the name could be a little Easter egg. It's also the name of Dutch painter Rembrandt van Ryn, but I'm not sure if there's any connection there. Now, the next actor who is cast for season 2 is LED Lang, who is taking on the role of Ayla. According to what's on Netflix.com, Ayla is described as a woman in her 20s, but mature for her age. She is well kept, astute, smart, and overall brilliant, and her role is likely to extend to season 3. And because of the name Ayla and the quote that she will likely return in season 3, I think this character will be filling the role of IAA. In the books, AA is Shen Qing, or Jin Chang in the show's, closest companion. She's a scientist with a real hardcore leadership ability. Personally, I love her because she is one of those characters who shows really consistent empathy and personal courage throughout the story. She's a real go-getter. If it's been a while since you've read the books, I'll give a short summary here, and again, be wary of spoilers. IAA is a physicist and astronomer who becomes close friends and an ally of Shen Xing. She gets attention for discovering two habitable planets in a distant star system, and she works to boost the value of Shen Xing's space assets while Shen Xing is in hibernation. She's a liaison to Shen Xing through the UN, the CEO of the Star Ring Group, and honestly, Shen Xing's number one defender during humanity's backlash after the failure of deterrence. She's smart, loyal, and honestly one of the most emotionally grounded characters of the story. One of my personal favorite moments is when she often helps translate these abstract physics problems into clear ideas, like the soap powered boat moment to explain space curvature propulsion. Big series spoiler here, but the end of her story is her living out her final years with Yun Tianming in the DX3906 system. And she leaves a final message for Shenxing carved into stone before her death. Now, according to sources, these characters are cast as lead characters, so I expect a lot of screen time for both. Another thing to keep in mind here is that we don't know which characters will be returning for season 2. And before this new casting announcement, some people had speculated that Augie Salazar, played by Isa Gonzalez, might take over some aspects of the character IAA. But again, we don't even know if this character is returning. Right now, there's still a lot up in the air. And according to sources, filming is just beginning or in its early stages, so I wouldn't expect season 2 to come anytime soon. There's going to be a massive amount of VFX work if we go by what happens in the books, but I'll be back with more updates as we hear anything new. And if you want to stay up to date, make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Special thanks to my Patreon and YouTube members who make these videos possible. And if you'd like to help support the channel, consider joining. That's it for today, and I'll see you back next time.